Hi, this is C, and I want to talk to you young people about sex. And believe it or not, if you're psychologically healthy and you're a woman in menopause, your desire starts to increase, whereas males decrease as they get older. But anyway, so I'm 60, and I'm saying to myself, wow, it's been like 2 years or 2.5 years since, and I really want to have sex with somebody. And I'm thinking that it's going to be okay because I'm really mature and I've done a lot of work on myself and everything, and I'm picky. And I thought that I was in control of the situation. And I really liked the guy a lot. Um, I mean, his personality and everything. And that's what a guy has to appeal to me, you know, on a certain basis. His personality, he has to have something between his ears, basically. And not that that's the only thing. It helps if they're good looking too. Anyway, so I thought, well, this is going to be, okay. This is going to be great, and we had a lot of chemistry and got along really good while we were doing it. The problem was he turned out to be flaky. What I mean by flaky is, like saying he was going to come over and then not, you know, and stuff like this. So I had to say, okay, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but stuff like that. Okay. And I didn't get sad about it. I got pissed, which is the right way to be. Okay. It's like, how dare they? Right. And if you're not saying right with me, then you need to work on your self esteem. Okay. And I'm talking to males and females. So, so this is what I have to say about it. When I broke up with him, because I'm not going to be treated that way, I was at a coffee shop and I went across the street all the way into the Walmart on foot. So all this time has gone by, right? And I get to the Walmart and I realize that I've got a knot in my gut. And I was like, oh crap. I got attached. I had sex with him 2 times, only 2 times. And for kids, I dare say even 1 time. Okay? And I got attached. And I started suffering at the Walmart. And I had to pull the cart over and stand there and go, okay, we weren't prepared for this. Wow, that's a surprise. In other words, I was even in denial about it all the time that I walked from the coffee shop all the way to the Walmart. I had done the deed. I said goodbye to him right at the coffee shop. And it took getting all the way to the Walmart before I got in touch with my gut. I was in total denial. And I'm like that. There's like delays with me about the, sometimes I get like a gut reaction, but certain things like this, where I'm thinking I'm in control of the situation type thing, and it's not that way. I did have an emotional reaction. I did feel a loss. So what I did was, when I got to the Walmart and I was hooked up to the Walmart Wi-Fi instead of the coffee shop Wi-Fi, I took his number out of my phone so that I couldn't call him again. Okay, now I'm prepared. When I did that, I'm prepared for the fact that he may contact me again, because, well, I have my suspicions. But when I said, okay, so you're not doing this in the relationship for me, you're not, and I went over 3 different things that he had failed to do that were respect worthy toward another person. And I just said, okay, bye. Gotcha. Okay. So I got it. So I had that little meltdown kind of at the Walmart. And I was like blown away over the fact that I had gotten attached that easily. So when I got home, I started doing some research to find out what I did wrong, how can I control this situation. And with and I spent hours reading stuff, postings, books written like How to Not Fall for a Jerk and stuff like this. And I'm here to tell you that my conclusion was that they don't have the answers. Nobody knows how to deal with this stuff. Okay? Nobody deals with it properly. Now, I've been in some really bad relationships. Really bad. And I'm going to show you what I came up with, because I posted it right here. I put it right here on my, hang on just a second, let me see if I can turn the light on in here so you can see it better. Let me turn the light on. And I worked it out myself, because there are some people, okay, I'm just going to read it to you because it's too dark. It's going to be too dark for me. Okay, rules about falling in love. Okay, I'm a 60-year-old woman. I've had a lot of sexual partners. Okay, and this is what I concluded. Number 1, no sex and no fantasizing about that person. Do not focus when you're alone at home. Do not focus on that individual. Number 2, if you find yourself falling in love, distance yourself immediately. Okay? Immediately. Why? Okay, it feels great, right? You want to go with it, right? There's going to be a price to pay. Okay? Number 3, articulate your concern. Tell them, hey, look, I'm having feelings for you when you're at a distance, like over the phone. Don't be doing this like around them, because they might give you a bad reaction. And you do not want to be on the phone when you get that reaction, you want to be able to cut them off and take their number out of the phone. So this is what you do. So you articulate your concern. You tell them, look, I'm having feelings for you, and it's really scaring me. It should scare you. It feels really good being around you, but we just got to know each other. Okay? So that's number 3. Number 4, okay, is you get yourself, and I'm talking to adults here, young adults and stuff. These videos are for 18 and over because I don't want to get into a big bunch of controversy. So you're going to have to share this stuff with your little buddies, okay, basically. You need to take you and your friend, okay, to like a free counseling or something and see if you can't get something called an MMPI. Okay, do you know what an MMPI is? It's a personality test, okay? And you're going to have to ask the psychologist. First of all, when you go into the office together and you get tested, agree in front of the psychologist that you're going to share that information with the other person, okay? That it's all going to be out on the open. And I have found that even when you do that, and I have done that in a relationship before, I didn't do it with this guy, okay? But with somebody else, I had some questions about, right? Before she starts saying to me, let's, like be a couple. And first of all, I'm heterosexual, but because she was my best friend, I said, okay, I'm willing to look into it. Let's go see a psychologist because she had done some funky things before. And I had to elicit from the psychologist. The psychologist sat there and started a session like, well, blah, 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 and how do you feel? And, how do and this and that and the other. And I said, wait a minute. I said, you just got done doing an MMPI on both of us. I want to know what the results are. What do you think our chances are? And she turned to me and she said, sometimes you just have to take your cookies and go somewhere else. You may have to elicit that question directly because they're going to want to blah, blah, blah with you. Like you're willing to stay and want to be in the relationship. You do not want to be in a relationship with somebody you're not going to get along with. Trust me. Trust me. And people are very damaged these days. And they can do things to you you have no idea. It all seems nice. It seems perfect. It seems wonderful. I'm telling you. Don't get attached. Okay, so what you do instead is you need to watch them for about 3 months while you're not having sex with them. See how interested they are in you if they're not getting sex. Okay? Do they like you as a friend? Are they on time? How do they treat other people? How do they treat the people they like? And how do they treat the people they don't like? Because I did read this and it seemed perfectly true to me. I flashed back. Okay? How do they treat people like on the street, for example, somebody asks them for money? Are they kind to them? Because the way that they treat, if they treat somebody ugly, okay, when they're mad at you, they're going to treat you that way. Be careful. Watch them. I'm not going to tell you, like, age-wise, when you should have sex or not have sex. I'm just telling you, watch them, okay? So I also suggest that if you can afford it, is to go to that counseling together. Find out more about their history, about their family, and you tell stories about yours. It's just going to make you all closer. I mean, because they're saying they want sex from you, right? Are they willing to work for it? Do they really like you as much as you like them? Are they really invested in having a successful relationship? Or are they just, um, using you? This goes for guys too, especially your first time. Especially. Don't be trying to be Mr. Macho and I can handle this because they do it on in the videos. I'm telling you, a girl can crush you because she's damaged, not because you're a bad person or anything, or because he's damaged. There are a lot of damaged people out there, and you won't be able to tell for the first 3 months. And when they start making excuses and stuff, and you find it hard to let go of them because you really like them. See, that's why I say you need to be in counseling if you're trying to have a relationship. Because some of you are going to find it difficult when they start treating you like cockadoodie and, you send a text and they don't answer it until the next day or something like that. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. I mean, if they're working a job, you're texting them when they're at work or something, you expect there's going to be some delay. But they don't have a job and they're making you wait for a response. Are you having a convo or not? Or what else are they doing? Are they doing somebody else while they're talking to you? You don't know. But it's disrespectful. Super disrespectful. So unless they're working and they're busy or something, they got a job at Walmart and this is about the time that they're at work. And maybe they forgot to tell you they were at work and you're like, oh yeah. So you really need to be going in for, there's free counseling. Prevent a real disaster. Because I'm telling you, when you share something like that with somebody, sometimes magic happens. And it's only between your ears.